Okay, so the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me. So I attended one very rare school. My first university was at Ondo State University, Akumba. You hear how that sounds? Akumba, Akoko. Yeah, so sadly and strangely, the way they build their houses there, they don't build toilets. Like, it's the weirdest thing. I thought it was just the house that I was living, but apparently it was like across board. All the houses there don't have toilets. And then people are meant to rent these houses. And guess what? We rent them anyway. So my father rented my own apartment in a house that had no toilet. So guys, sorry, you have to go sort yourselves out however way you want to. So, and this has to also do with, because you need to go. You need to poop. You need to pee. Peeing, guess what? It used to be in our rooms, would pee in a bowl or something and then toss outside. But then when you need to poop, which you would probably hold for like a whole month, when it comes, you have to go. So that day I woke up like I had to go. I had to poop. Like, I was holding my stomach like, man, you gotta go. So that's how me and Sha went outside, went to look for a place to do it. And I thought it was just a bush, but apparently it was someone's farm. So I was doing it, you'd have to be really quick with these things, so you don't get caught. It was very early in the morning. And while I was doing it, that's how I just heard, hey, from behind me. And I was like, startled. I jumped. Pow. Guess who was there? The owner of the farm. Oh my God. And the guy was like, hey, I finally caught you. Couldn't say jack. I was staring like, this is it. And he was holding a cutlass. He's a farmer. I was looking at him in my head. I was like, this is it. It's finally it. This is where I'm going to die. I'm going to be laid to rest in his farm. So he was like, hey, so this is what you are, the one that, in his defense, he said that, he always finds poop in his farm. But I'm sorry, oh God, you guys have homes without toilets. Where do you expect people to go? He says, so you are the one who has been pooping in my farm. I finally caught you, blah, blah, blah. And that's I was staring, not blinking, looking at him like, are you going to kill me? Because if you kill me, nobody's going to find me, I couldn't beg, I couldn't cry, I couldn't say anything. I was looking at this guy and I was still bending. I was still doing the do. And of course, I can't push any more out because he was staring at me. I was bloody naked. Like, okay, guy, what next? What are we going to do? And you know what he says? He was like, finish what you're doing, that you must finish it. And I think weird, I had one dangling out of my bum. My street cred is gone. And then I finished. And he says, okay, oh yeah, pack it, blah, blah, blah. I was crying. Why wouldn't I cry? Because I didn't know where this was going. And I had tissue, wiped my bum with him watching. He was standing there watching me do the whole thing. He was talking the entire time, speaking Yoruba, saying all kinds. Those Akumba Yoruba now, very like from the inside, from the stomach. It was saying blah 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 blah. It was still talking, and all the entire time I was still cleaning my bum. And then guess what? Sadly that day I was in such a hurry I forgot to take a bag to poop in. And this guy was like, oh yeah, pack it with what, sir? With what? Because then I was trying to maybe reach for a leaf to pluck, and he said, "What are you want to? On top of that, you want to stay cut my this? Are you mad? That I should better pack that thing with my hands, or go with the cutlass, or packing with my hands. Which one will you go choose before?" I had to pack it with my hands. And he says I should pack it and I should get out of his farm. Before he changes his mind. And I had to use my hands to pack this thing. Crying like crazy. And as I was walking away, he was following me in the back, still talking. People were walking past that day, going to the farm to fetch water, whatever that is, and they were watching me with poop in my hands, with crazed man behind me, still talking, speaking Yoruba, calling me all the curse words, everything, following me, talking until I got to the front of my house. The people in my house where I live had to come out to beg him, like the indigents, they had to beg him with me the entire time. Guys, are you forgetting something? This girl's holding poop in her hands. So besides the fact that he was cursing me out the entire time, I was still holding poop in my hands, crying, snorting, like with poop in my hands, figuring out where I was gonna toss that, while this guy was, what else can be more embarrassing than that? People gathering with this bloody girl with poop in her hands. They thought I was homeless or I was a crazy person. Where does that happen? I thought it happened in movies, but guess what? It happened to me. Is yours worse than that? I'd like to hear it.
Please share your experiences with us on the couch.